So, you came to get linked up with the tech news.
Uh-huh.
Makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft, naturally, is always trying to make Windows 10 better, and they sometimes succeed. But since they often don't, the company is reaching out to gamers for feedback on what they want to see in future Windows builds. Microsoft's Xbox team started a Gaming on Windows 10 idea drive, complete with a website where gamers can suggest improvements. This is gonna be good. Like disabling background processes while playing a game. Another popular idea was creating a separate version of Windows specifically for gaming. It's a nice thing to see from Microsoft, especially considering the massive disaster that was the Windows 10 October update, and at least one insider build of Windows has now separated Cortana from the search bar, so you won't need to feel bad about ignoring her every time you need to find something.
Hey, you need help with something?
No, God, just go. Basically, every company with a web presence, including Google, scrambled to comply with Europe's General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, when it was enacted last year. But despite their efforts, Google has now been saddled with a fine of 50 million euros, or around 57 million US dollars, by the CNIL, a French data protection agency. The fine is related to the setup process for a new Android phone and the alleged lack of transparency about what user data is being collected and for how long. Users are essentially required to set up a Google account to fully make use of the device, which apparently runs afoul of GDPR. Google is reportedly studying the fine and considering its next steps. Meanwhile, a meeting among European lawmakers to discuss Article 11 and 13 of the EU Copyright Directive legislation has been delayed, giving the EU Parliament little time to reach an agreement before elections are held in May. If you ask me, and you shouldn't, if Google bothers Europe so much, they should just make their own Google. Yeah, Google. Build your own personal data hoarding mega corporation. Leave ours alone.
Yeah, I get it. Come on.
Yeah, we're not even American. And poor Apple. You know, they were pretty popular for a while there, and now it's over. Now, Apple's still fine, but they did just put the iPhone SE back up for sale in the clearance section of their store over the weekend. The popular model quickly sold out, but it was certainly an unusual move by the company to even release it, which could have been motivated by low sales of the newer iPhone XR or XS or XS Max for that matter. In fact, Foxconn, the biggest factory that assembles iPhones, has not renewed the contracts of the 50,000 seasonal workers at its plant in Shenzhou,
No, that's it.
China. While such a thing is not uncommon, doing it this early in the season is, and points to lower demand for Apple's devices as a whole. Well, I guess this is it, Apple. It's been fun. Press F to pay respects, everybody. I mean, we can say Apple was cool. At the very least, they were cool.
Apple's cool, yeah.
They're cool.
Yeah.
No, it's time for Quick Bits. Brought to you by Squarespace. That's right. If you need to create a beautiful website without the hassle, well then you better check out Squarespace. Or, well, I mean, if you don't, you're wasting your time. Their all-in-one platform makes it easy to get up and running quickly with award-winning templates that you can use as a starting point for a wide range of projects, from restaurants to other things that aren't restaurants. Plus, Squarespace offers webinars, help guides, and 24/7 customer support to make sure building your website is a breeze. Need to sell stuff on your website? Yeah. They got you, bro. Sell merch and easily manage your inventory and orders. I thought that said and others. Manage others. So get your awesome website started today or easily transfer your existing domain to Squarespace. Check them out at the link below. Under the quick bits.
Whoa! All right.
A patent has surfaced that allegedly describes Motorola's upcoming revival of the incredibly popular Razr flip phone, the first phone I ever wanted. It looks like it would be the size of a regular smartphone, but would then fold in half to fit more easily in a pocket, which my pants have, with a small external display. It's a slightly different take than the folding tablety designs that we've seen teased from other companies, but Motorola has always been a little different, you know? That's okay.
That's fine.
You know?
Yeah.
Facebook is apparently just as concerned as Elon Musk is about humanity inadvertently developing robots that can't think of a reason not to kill us. So together with the Technical University of Munich, Facebook has begun work on the Institute for Ethics in Artificial Intelligence. These guys, ethics, The company will provide $7.5 million over 5 years to get the institute started. Hopefully, someone else doesn't already build killer robots before those 5 years are up.
Clock's ticking.
Shared bikes and scooters have popped up in cities all over America and have also been left all over the place in those cities. But now, Uber's looking to fix that by researching autonomous driving tech for the small vehicles, which would allow them to drive themselves back to recharging stations. I hope they get this working by Halloween. That'd be a great launch date.
Then there'd be a bunch of.
That's already a South Park episode.
Oh, really?
You're so 2000 and late. And German developers have managed to mod Quake II to include ray tracing support. Yes, this is what I've been waiting for. As an example of the type of quality improvement you can get with the new rendering method. The project, called Q2 RAY-QUAKE-ING, is basically the original game, but with ray tracing, and it looks pretty awesome. Maybe I can't live without ray tracing after all.
No, James. Don't go towards the light.
Very bird boxy. And our last story is just a video of Richard Browning, CEO of Gravity Industries, flying a jet suit that he invented around a training course for the Royal Marines. Browning is himself a former Royal Marine reservist, and you can't help but think that this is all just an attempt to impress his sergeant. You know, never got that approval. However, it does look, again, pretty freaking awesome. What's not awesome is the fact that this episode is over. Lame, but don't worry, we'll be back on Wednesday with more tech news, and then Friday, and then the next Monday, and the Monday after that, and of course another Wednesday, and then look out, sister, cause BAM! Friday's gonna hit you again, like a big, long, wet dreadlock to the face. I'm never going to the water slides again. Sick of this!